Hello everyone and welcome. Cheapo Dad here. In today's video it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to open the vault and let you in on my secret test taking strategies. We start right now. Hey everyone, if you want to get in, help the channel and be a member of the Cheapo Elite, then take advantage of this offer from Webull. Right now they're going to give you up to 12 free stocks just for opening an account and funding it with at least 1 penny. It doesn't get any easier than that. Don't leave money on the table. Let's get back to it. Now you're probably saying to yourself, why in the world would I take testing advice from this random guy on YouTube who makes videos usually about saving money and deals and stuff? I'll tell you why. I have passed some very difficult tests in my life. Most notably, I have passed the property and casualty license test for insurance agent. I have passed the real estate agent test, which that's one of the things I do now as a real estate agent. And I have also passed the Series 7 and 63 license test for stockbroker. And none other than the mighty Dave Ramsey himself has once said that the Series 7, 63, 65 test is nearly as difficult as the bar examination for being an attorney. In addition to that, I teach English at a local community college where I live, and these are techniques that I share with my students who oftentimes will have test anxiety, and I have gotten so much feedback that this has helped them so much with test taking. Here's a picture recently. It was my birthday, and they threw this impromptu birthday party for me. They decorated my room, brought food, brought presents. It was amazing. Did I pass all these tests because I'm a really smart guy? No, actually the opposite. I might be a step or two behind most people. I have to work a little bit harder than that. These test strategies that I am about to share with you are ones that I have used over the years to help me. All those tests that I previously mentioned, I passed them all on the first try. Did I get a 90 or 100%? No, I got anywhere from an 85 to a 72, but whatever it was required to pass the test, I passed it. So a couple of disclaimers. First of all, you're going to need an effort alert because there is going to be some effort to do this. Second of all, this is not a substitute for study and practice. You still need to study for a test, whatever the case might be. With that said, and I'm speaking anecdotally here, I don't have any empirical or scientific data, but I personally feel that if you're able to use these correctly, you'll be able to boost your test scores anywhere from 10 to 25%, maybe possibly over a letter grade. And if you've got something important writing on it, then that could be the difference between passing or failing. And this goes for basically any test, not math so much, because with math, the answer is the answer, right? 2 plus 2 is 4, whatever. But other types of tests, especially multiple choice, this is where these are going to go for you. I don't care if it's getting your food handler's card, your driver's license, your social studies test next week. These will help you. Now, these are what I call Cheapo Dad's 3 pillars of test taking. Stay tuned till the end of the video because I will also have a bonus one for you as well. Number 1, it's going to be the most obvious and it's going to seem silly, but it's read the effing question. Just kidding. Read the full question. Now, here's the thing. Normally when you're taking a test, you're going to have a lot of anxiety. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be trying to go through as quick as you can. Oftentimes, people will just skim through the test, and a lot of times they will have information there where a lot of it isn't relevant. And you just need a certain part, but you need to understand exactly what it's saying. Especially if you see any question with the word not in it. Most of the time, questions with the word not in it are meant to trick you. They want to take advantage of people that are scamming, and it's usually the opposite of what you think. And a question with the word not in it is basically true or false, meaning one of these things are not like the other. So one of them is probably going to be different than the other 3, not always depending on the test that you're taking. But that's the main thing, is you need to understand exactly what the question says. With most tests, you're given an ample amount of time. Certain questions you'll need to spend more time on, but others you'll need to get through quickly, especially if you've prepared properly and studied. Pillar number 2, the 50-50 method. Now this is going to be for multiple choice questions, usually A, B, C, D example. Basically, most of the time, if you've got a multiple choice test and it's got 4 questions for you, you will usually be able to get rid of 2 of those questions right away. You should be able to look at them, and most of the time, again, it depends on the test you're taking, but most of the time, 2 of the questions you will know, okay, I know for a fact this isn't the answer, and I know for a fact this isn't the answer. Leaving you with 2 questions left. So if you're still not sure, you have a 50-50 chance of getting that right, because it's it's going to be one of these 2 because you've eliminated these other 2 that you know or very high likelihood are not the right answer. Pillar number 3, when in doubt, see it out. Now here's what this means. A college professor told me years and years ago, there was a study done and it found that if someone goes through a test and they consistently pick an answer when they don't know what the answer is, they will more than likely score more. Especially with C, oftentimes C will be the answer. Not always, it depends on the test. But here's what you need to do. And it doesn't have to be C. It can be anything. I personally go with C, but you can pick A, B, C, D, whatever. It does not matter. If you're going through a test, you've done pillar number 1, you've read the full question, you've done pillar number 2, you've gotten the 50-50 method out of the way, and you're like, I don't know. It could be any of these. I've got no freaking clue. I have no idea what this is. Pick a consistent answer, whether A, B, C, or D, and pick that only. Again, this is for when you have no clue what the answer is. You're looking at it and you're saying, it can be any of these. I've got no idea. Pick a consistent letter, A, B, C, or D, and statistically speaking, I don't have the study, but a teacher told me about this years ago, and it's one of the things that has worked for me. I know for a fact. But pick a consistent answer on that test, and you'll more than likely score a little bit better. I don't know why, it's just, that's one of those things. And now it's time for your bonus pillar. Now, this is not a big secret. A lot of people will tell you to do this. If you have a test where, if you're allowed notes, you don't need to do this, but oftentimes for tests, you'll be given a piece of scratch paper or a whiteboard. For example, when I took those tests I mentioned earlier, I got a whiteboard, right? You want to info dump on there, whether it's formulas, definitions, whatever you have, and write it down there. That way you don't have to keep that in your head and you can focus on some of these other things. Info dump everything that you know that you've been studying, whether it's been flashcards or notepads or notes or whatever you have. Do that if you're able to, because again, not every test will let you do that, but that is going to help you and allow you to get that information out of your head, makes you a little bit less nervous, and then you can focus on some of the other answers. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the video till the end. Please, if you think I've earned it, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave me a comment, let me know if this has helped you. I know for me personally, it has helped me quite a bit over my life. I hope it will do the same with you. Share the video with someone who you think this might be useful for. And as always, do not forget, don't leave money on the table. I'll see you next time.